Hi everyone, Jan Fursdon here again from Fursdon House. I'd like to share a video with you that is about two books that I've just created. They are fabric and lace journal folio type books, and these are a special order, a lady by the name of Denise. She has special ordered these, so Denise, I hope you love these as much as I enjoyed making them. So I'm just going to do a quick video if I can. I'm going to try. So let's just go ahead and get started. And let me get the measuring the old ruler out here because I haven't measured them. They're a little bit larger than the others, but these are 6 inches wide by about 9. So 6 by 9 inches. And they're about 2 inches thick, give or take. And this is the front, of course. And then here we have the reverse. And let's just go ahead and open them up. Get this camera up a little bit. I think let's try it like that. There we go. Okay, so here we have a piece of vintage cocktail napkin is what it was, and I've made a pocket out of it, as you can see, and I put a little bit of a flower here, but the napkin itself is vintage, just beautiful work, and I thought it was so sweet, and it fit perfectly, so it was great. And here we have our first little booklet. We have ribbon flowers on here and a belly band with a card here. I love that picture of that lady. It's so sweet. And then on the reverse we have two special little journals, mini journals. In my last video I mentioned that I made these about 18 years ago when I was working on my dollhouse, which is huge, by the way. It's about 6 feet tall. It's actually called a cabinet house because on the outside it just looks like a cabinet, but on the inside it looks like a dollhouse. And I created these and made several and put them aside and never thought I'd ever use them again except for the dollhouse. And here, of course, I am using them for journaling. So we open this up here, and we have 2 little pads of paper and another card in here. Beautiful card. And then we have one here. I try to give as much journaling space as I can because I enjoy journaling as well. I love to write. And then it goes down like so. There's a little Velcro fastener. Then on the reverse, of course, are the 2 little miniature journals. I did one actually that I actually wrote in. It was interesting, but it looked cute, so it worked. So let's see, what else do we have? Let's go ahead and put him back in here. Although in the interest of time, I may not put it all back together again, just depends. Here we have another pocket, a double pocket made from a vintage dresser scarf, I believe is what this one was. And here we have another notebook. And then just 3 buttons here. We have lots of journaling space. In the reverse we have tags. And I tried something, well, it's new for me, but I want to give credit to Lisa Dodd from, Dodd Gifts. She has an Etsy shop, and I purchased a journal from her, and on some of her tags she had used the little heart shape, and I love it. I thought it was so sweet. I mean, you can't do it right side up because you can't get the piece of card in there correctly, otherwise you'd have to have a reach of this long, but I thought they look precious just with the upside down. Or if you want to, you can use them this way, but I love them. I thought they were so sweet. So again, more cards, journaling space to write on. Put these back in here. And then 3 more here. Plenty of space to write on. And seam binding is the ribbon closure. I'm going fight this the whole way, so I should give up. There's the second notebook, and then in here we have two smaller ones. Vintage button here and a doily, crochet doily. And here we have more journaling cards, a little postcard, and then this with the butterflies, and then the same in the reverse, or similar in the reverse, I should say. Have the one card here, and then of course again plenty of journaling space. And here's a little flip booklet, vintage buttons here. On the reverse, two more cards. And then the belly band. This was from a Martha Stewart packet that I got at a thrift shop. The belly band here, it's made of paper, but it's cut, and it looks like lace, and that's what it reminded me of. I'm not sure what she used them for. The packet, I think it was for making little decorative cups around cupcakes, but I've repurposed them. So here we have more cards. And I've just put a little bit of a rhinestone up in the top there. And then another pad of paper. Okay. I'll go back and straighten those after. And then this last journal. This is from a vintage placemats and napkins. I just love that lace on there. And this is a paper doily here, in the reverse. Lots of journaling space again. And I put two additional cards. That punch I used is also Martha Stewart. I've had it for years and years, and for some odd reason I hadn't been using it. And I saw someone the other day using it on a video, and I thought, oh, I've got one of those. So, duh, I finally woke up and used it. I used it for a while when I first got it for something, and then and then journaling cards there. And in the reverse, more journaling cards. And that is the first one. Denise ordered two. Okay. And here we go with the second one. They're similar, but not identical. Here we have a same size, and this is a pocket from a linen tablecloth, I believe, or perhaps a placemat. And then the reverse here. And here we have the notebook. Again, it's similar to the other one, not quite the same. We have a belly band on this one. And then cards. You can either write on the front or the reverse, just depends. Just put them in like that. And then more cards here. I used a different little punch there just for fun. And again, plenty of journaling space. And this one we have vintage crocheted. This was a piece of clothing, I think, that I found and repurposed. And here we have some vintage crocheted lace with buttons on here. And then the reverse. Here we have more journaling cards and paper. And this one I found some beautiful paper, and they're not cards, it's paper. But it was so pretty, I wanted to include it. And then this one is a card, again with that corner punch that I really enjoy using. Now that I found it again. And we have more journaling space. And then again, more cards and more paper. Here are the paper pieces. And then here are the 2 cards with a border punch. Roses are so pretty. Again, that's this one. Then in here we have more cards with the border punch. And then we have this. I created these. I made several of them. A little Velcro closure. And it took me a while to get it right, but I love it. So I've made several and I've kept my template. So this is something I actually came up with myself. Yay! This here, the little bit of flower and the bird, that's from a Tim Holtz botanical collection. And then on the reverse, more lace, and then some journaling cards. And then you open them up. It's a him now. Earlier it was a he, a she, I think. Who knows? 2 small pads of paper. Lots of journaling space. A card. And then again, more journaling space and a card here. See if it'll go in somewhat easy. There we go. So that's that pocket. And this pocket is Battenberg lace. It was from a table runner, and it had been damaged. That's what I try and do, is get damaged pieces that they just need to be repurposed. And then on the reverse we have 2 small notebooks. And this beautiful, I wanted to see if you could look at that up close. It's Battenberg lace. Here it's little raised bits that looks sort of like a bud of a flower, and that's called stump work. It's actually got material stuffed in underneath that. I've never done it myself. I don't think I would ever try it. I like cut work and stuff, but I'm not sure I'm good enough to do stump work at this point. But it's just beautiful, and there's some fantastic examples of it. You Google it, and it's just amazing. But you stuff fabric under there and then stitch it down. Don't ask me how, but it's amazing. And again, we have 2 little booklets here. I'll just take the ribbon off that way. You can see the reverse and the little vintage crochet doily. And more paper, writing space. Put that over there for now. And the second one, sweet picture of a little girl. And then the buttons, I think those are vintage. Yes, they are. I have to remember where I got all of everything. Lots of journaling space. This one actually has more paper in it than the other one did. Okay, so those are the 2 that I have. And as I said, these are a special order for Denise. And again, Denise, I hope you enjoy them. I hope everyone enjoyed the video. If you would, please like and subscribe to my channel. And If you have any questions or anything, please give me a shout out below and I'll answer them as quick as I can. In the meantime, have a blessed week and enjoy this lovely weather. It's unseasonably cool here in Alabama for June. It's only about 80 degrees and there's a lovely breeze, so greetings from Alabama. Take care. Bye-bye.